Hi, it's Tech Thursday. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Cassie.
And we're coming at you from our new location.
Woo!
It's like
a new location in the new location.
Yeah. It's like we thought we'd channel our inner talk show. Cassie's going to be Oprah, and who am I going to be?
I don't know any other talk shows.
I know. Well, no, I was trying to think of what. Oh, nice.
Those are the only people I know who you talk to, is I don't watch a lot of people.
Yeah.
Unless it's like,
well, you know what?
Jimmy Kimmel or...
Unless it's Jimmy Kimmel. I feel like though that's not quite the sit and have a coffee and chat kind of show versus a.
No, I don't think they have coffee. They might have other things.
They might. But anyway, what are we talking about today, Cassie?
We're going to do reputation.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about reputation management because there's been some stuff going on in the news. Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's been, a lot of backlash and people so that state trying to manage its reputation as a open for business state. And also, all of us, I think, have probably been in situations personally where we would like to maybe control what appears on a Google search page or make some picture someone took of us that's really unflattering go away. Have you been in any situations where you've needed to manage your reputation on the internet? That you feel comfortable talking about in front of all these people?
Suffice it to say, yes. I mean, for a while, the only thing that came up on my Google, like if you typed in my name, it was obituaries for like a great grandmother and my grandfather, and then really bad track times when I was in high school.
Like, oh, she was related to someone who died and she used to run track.
Basically, that was but then, that's not the case now when you Google my name in high school.
Yeah, totally.
Talk about that.
And like I was thinking about my friend a few years ago, she was just going through a divorce and she was trying to do online dating. And of course, what you do when you're online dating is you Google a person, right? And she kept saying like, oh my God, I'm trying to date. And like all these guys, like my divorce, like keeps coming up on like newspaper websites and stuff, like what can I do? And so I told her, I said, well, what we need to do is we need to basically create a bunch of good news to cover up the bad news. We can't make the stuff from a newspaper go away. I used to get phone calls when I worked at the paper because I used to put stuff online and people would ask me if I could take their court proceedings or their, property transfer or whatever online. But the thing is, it's like a matter of public record, so I couldn't. But what you can do is you can add things to make the other stuff get pushed down, because I guess 70% of people don't put me on page 1 of Google. If I could.
No, I am 70%.
70%. I know, I think I'm kind of curious what 30% of people do, but anyway. So what I told my friend to do was to go and make a LinkedIn profile to start a blog that she was gonna update maybe once a week, just for a little while, and it could just be recipes or
like
be something.
9 times roughly.
Yeah, exactly. 9 times roughly. Something kind of innocuous, and then to set up, a Google Plus profile, basically setting up every social media profile in her name that she could set up. And the idea would be that within a few months, her relatively newer social media profiles and other things would push the other stuff down. So
that's how to push it down.
Push it down. Like, I feel like I wanted to sing something from Frozen, but I've only seen it that one time, so I didn't know enough to like the fact that she's holding stuff in.
Conceal, don't feel.
Conceal, don't feel.
Thank
you. That's what I was looking for. I was like, there's some Frozen reference in here. Yes, conceal, don't feel. Yeah, that's what you need to do with the Google search. But yeah, I was listening, because the thing is, like, any of us could be in a situation where we've all done stupid stuff and like it could go viral on you. I was thinking about that when I was listening to this podcast Reply All last night. And this guy wrote a book called like, So You've Been Publicly Shamed or something. I think it's coming out sometime soon. I don't think it's out yet, and he was talking to the woman who basically, she was taking all these dumb pictures with her friends of like, loitering in front of a no loitering sign. And they were at Arlington Cemetery with a school group. She was a kind of teacher person. And there was like a, be silent and respectful. So she pretended she was yelling. and it like, yeah, right. It's like a cringe thing, but it's one of those things that you send out in the universe and, you know, it's on a private Facebook page. Somehow someone downloaded it, uploaded it somewhere else, and suddenly she went viral, she lost her job, you know, and so, but I think any of us have done something stupid that could really be amplified by the power of the internet.
Yeah.
So we all have to be actively, you know, somewhat managing our online reputations because yeah, that could happen to any of us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we were. I felt like we were going to talk about something else today. Oh yeah. Yeah, so online reputation management. Kind of what I find interesting is, so there's the attacking the person way, right? To like agree with the social stance, and then there's the taking the other, you know, the higher road stance. So like, so this whole Indiana thing that's really blown up about, you know, the governor passing this law that is gonna restrict, right, you know, let businesses not serve people they don't agree with. So there's a company that's propped up called, or this movement called We Serve Everyone. So basically you donate $10 to this website and they send you a We Serve Everyone sticker, which lets people know that when they walk into your business that you're, you know, pro everybody. And then they're gonna donate the money, I guess, to SCORE, which is this charity that helps the people start their own businesses. So it's like, okay, well that's like one way to do it. One way is to post the video about the governor avoiding the discrimination question. And the other thing is to be like, well, you know what? Like, we don't discriminate here. It's like another way to frame it. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know how, I have some feelings about it. I don't think we should have to say, like, we serve everyone. I think you should just serve everyone. Like,
That's a really good point. Yeah.
I don't think, yeah.
Like a leading by example thing.
Yeah, like, we don't have to put a sticker in our,
Right.
like, you shouldn't have to be like, oh, well, this place doesn't have a sticker on it, I can't go in here.
You're right.
Like,
it does like, yeah, it's like segregation, right? It's like, oh yeah, we serve blacks. It's like, okay, it's great that you serve blacks, but the fact that you need that sign, you know, back in the day was a problem.
Yeah, the fact that we're kind of inviting, I guess when you put up boundaries like that, then you're kind of perpetuating the problem.
Wisdom from the Cass. You are Oprah. But that's a really good point. Like, you know, and so, yeah. And like, it's like you're playing into the online drama of this whole thing.
Yeah, in a way. Like, I get that it's well-intentioned, but
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
also the guy's charging $10 for a sticker, so I'm like, somebody's making some money here.
Yeah. Like, if you want to give money to the cause and then serve everyone, you can do it. I mean, I guess I would want a sticker. If I paid $10, I'd want something.
No, it's true. That's a really good point. And yeah, like, so, like I said, so as people, we have a responsibility to manage our own personal reputation, but we also have an obligation to people in terms of not ruining their reputation and maybe not perpetuating drama.
Yeah.
It's sort of a two-sided coin. And honestly, when we started this, I hadn't really thought about the other side of it. I kind of thought about, okay, well, how do people see you? But it's like, how does what you put out there affect other people? It's a really good question. So that was a good truth bomb there, Cass.
That's just how I feel about it. It's one of the things we did in our rhetoric classes at Bates. People think English majors and rhetoric minors, i.e. me. And by people, I mean my parents. It's a little hokey, and you should probably have gotten a 3.5 or above, because how hard could that be? But we learn cool things like that, so
That's
we
really
get to have conversations about it.
You know what? There's nothing wrong. I am a geology major and a French minor. And look at me now. Right? I never talk about. I mean, at least you're using your degree. People are like, did you ever use your degree? And I'm like, no.
Do you have a rock collection?
I do have a rock collection. I've been outed on the internet. I have a rock collection. I do.
I have a rock collection. I have a couple collections.
Oh, nice.
I just have a lot of. I
appreciate the small scale rock collection.
I just collect things that I think are pretty, and I just have them around.
Yeah.
Apparently I used to do that as a kid, so.
Nothing wrong with that.
Me too. Yeah, the only drums I bought were dropper truth bombs.
Yeah, no.
I watched that.
No, I totally get that. And yeah, so what I'm curious about with people, I guess, who worry about their online reputation is what out there positive have you put out in the universe lately? You know, have you put something out there? Are you relying on other people's opinions or whatever are you gonna be reactive or proactive? Right? So like rather than waiting for the bad thing that's gonna happen, because let's face it, like, you know, something that we do could get blown out of proportion. We could be in a situation where the internet is raining, I don't know what that was, but raining bad things on us. And so I guess what we could do is wait for that to happen and react. Or we could just have a bunch of positive stuff out there so that when it does happen, it's literally a blip.
Like that.
Yeah, totally.
It's an imitation of a flip.
Yeah, but it's like a non-event that way. And then you're not like, you know, you're not scurrying around like trying to figure it out in the middle of, you know, the hellstorm that is a public relations disaster. See, I was not an English major. Kassie would have put that better.
No, isn't that like the fresh hellscape of? I just love that word hellscape.
It's true. We really don't use the word hellscape enough.
The frightening hellscape that is PR.
Yeah.
I love PR stuff though. So yeah, like what Nicole was saying, if you're a business and you rely on like Yelp and TripAdvisor and you're just like, why aren't people reviewing me or why are all my reviews bad? Like, well, maybe you should look in the mirror for a second. Be like, am I providing a good service? Am I even directing people to this website if you're not getting any reviews? Because they don't know it's there. They're not gonna.
Yeah, I assume most businesses, I mean, I used to review stuff on Yelp, like mostly small businesses, and I didn't say like, I wasn't like, oh, I hate them. It was mostly like trying to help small businesses kind of get on the map. And I've probably reviewed 100 businesses, and I've heard from 4 of them in terms of like, hey, thanks for leaving me a review. I don't think any of the other ones were either paying attention or cared. So, so yeah, if you show that you're the kind of business that does care, you might get better stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you are getting reviews and it's like the French fries are cold, the French fries are cold, the French fries are cold. Maybe your French fries are cold. Maybe your French fries are cold. You know, like it's a legitimate question to ask. Yeah, I mean, there's always like 1 or 2 people that aren't going to be happy, but if you're consistently getting something in terms of feedback, it might be good to look into it.
And in terms of, I guess, fallout from like, I'm just thinking of public apologies and stuff like that. I was watching The Departed for the millionth time on Monday night. It's been on AMC like every day, so.
Wait, is it a show or is it a movie?
A movie.
Oh.
The Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was wondering what that sounds
like. My brother wrote on my graduation card, or no, his favorite quote in his yearbook was, I do not want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Whoa.
But then it's like a Frank Costello quote, so it's kind of like,
right.
But, anyway, that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
When Leonardo DiCaprio is doing his therapy session, he's asking a woman, like, well, what do cops come in here for? What are you talking to them about? And she's like, well, sometimes they're upset because they had to use their weapon. And he's like, no. They signed up to use their weapon. They know going in that there's like a chance that they're gonna have to use their weapon. They just watch enough TV to know that they have to cry about it after.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, oh. So I guess what I would offer is, if you're going to apologize, don't do it as in like, I'm just going through the motions, like, oh, I did this thing that the public is not super happy with, I should probably apologize so that they're happy. Like,
people can tell.
Yeah.
Say it like you mean it,
and if you don't mean it,
don't say it.
Yeah, probably. Like, I would rather you not say you're sorry if you're not sorry.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And then don't be surprised when you go out of business 5 years from now, you know? Like if you're, I mean, a lot of what we do is taking feedback from people and using it to get better. And if you're not willing to do that, there's plenty of other things in life that we could do that require no feedback, but you know, running a business is not one of them.
Right. Yeah, you have to care. Yeah, you can't be a robot about it.
No, it's true. And like I say, you know, people can tell when, I mean, we've all watched enough. Do you watch the show Lie to Me? I always love the women's dresses. I always want to dress like that woman, but I'm not like, every time I watch that, I'm like, God, she's got the best dresses. Anyway, but it's like this guy who reads like micro expressions and like, you know, how like a slight upturned mouth is like contempt, you know, while you're, if you can, there's these little like giveaways that everyone has, and a lot of people obsess over like, oh, how am I sitting? You know, how much pausing am I doing in my speech or whatever, but they're doing these little things like with their eyes or like a micro expression or like a flicker of something that really gives them away. So you could spend your whole life, you know, training yourself to behave a certain way, you know, in a certain situation, or you could just actually, you know, be genuine and, you know,
They can't be bothered with micro expressions.
No one can control them is the thing. I mean, they've done studies of even people who have like really great control of their bodies, have these tells, you know, like you can't control all of them, no matter how great you are at it. And that's why, like you said, if you're gonna apologize, like if you're not gonna be sincere, like, yeah, there's
people are probably gonna hate you more.
You could be the best actor in the world, and like I think if you were in an emotionally charged situation where you had to apologize, you would give yourself
the worst apology ever.
Worst
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Oh, don't even say anything. If you're gonna say I'm sorry you feel that way, just don't even say anything to me, please. Unless you're starting to fly across the table and like choke you, just don't even bother. I'm sorry you feel that way. Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel like you're dead because I choked you.
Yeah, that's like the non-apology apology. It has the word sorry in it, but
it doesn't count.
God, totally. Yeah. And I remember like when I first started this, there was this Nicole Willett, and she's an HR person in Massachusetts. If you're watching this, Nicole Willett, HR person in Massachusetts, I'm sorry, but you were on the first page of Google, and my goal was to spend a year getting you off the first page of Google. Just so when people looked up my name, which is, it's not like I'm like,
Was that a real apology?
See? It wasn't because you know what? She's not in social media and stuff. She's not running her own business. Like, you know, when someone looks up my name, I want to come up. So
Sorry,
she's fine. No, it's true. It's true. I wasn't really apologizing. I'm apologizing because first of all, you're watching this and you're seeing your namesake for the first time in this particular way. But I will say that like it just took me like about a year of like putting stuff out there and putting associating it with my name so that when you look up my name, stuff about me and our business comes up. But I had to work for it. It wasn't an overnight thing. So that would be, I guess, the one of the last things I might say is that if you're going to manage your reputation, don't expect that you're going to go do stuff and then look at Google tomorrow and it's going to be completely changed over. You got to be in it for the long game. Like Ms. Marathon Runner over here.
That's the thing that sucks about reputation management in general. Like it'll go down like that, but it takes a while to build it back up.
That's true. It's like any kind of trust, though. You know, it's like when someone violates your trust, it can take just a couple of seconds and it take years to rebuild. But the good news is with the internet is that stuff spreads a lot quicker, and that's good and bad things. So you have a chance to maybe repair it a little bit more quickly than if we were back in the Pony Express days and it got around that maybe you were a bit of a murderer.
A devil.
For 200 years they'd be talking about you. But with the internet, you know, the rumor of you being a murderer, you might be able to squash that in, you know, a few months.
And also,
it would help if you weren't a murderer.
Analysis.
Yeah, it's true. Also science. Also, it would help if you weren't the actual murderer.
murderer. Online reputation management 101. Don't be a murderer.
Don't be a murderer.
If you are, we do nothing for you.
Online reputation management. Don't do bad things. If you do bad things, apologize and mean it. Put out a lot of good things even before you do something bad. And give it time. Oh, and take responsibility not only for your own reputation, but before you share something, before you pass along something, think about the person on the other end. It's something we could all do a little bit more often on the internet. Compassionate people, a little empathy. I'm not saying for everybody. I'm just saying before you press send, feel it. And if it's okay, feels good in your gut to do it, then you do it. But that little pause can sometimes save you from doing something really dumb.
I see compassion for everyone. You can love everyone. You don't have to like them. That's my motto.
You are. We're gonna record some truisms with Kassie like all day because I have a feeling she's just gonna be full of these. But yeah, I don't know. Do you have any parting words on online reputation management for our scores of viewers?
I think we covered it. I don't want to drop too many more bombs.
No.
I feel like 2 is sufficient.
Drop more than 2, but the two big ones. But yeah, if you have anything you want to talk about,
leave a comment on the video, send us an email, visit our website at freakinggeekinginc.com.
And yeah, we'll come to you from this cozy little nook in our new space here.
Maybe we'll switch chairs, but.
Oh really? Is it too sinky?
No, I'm so comfy. I just feel kind of selfish. I could sit in this chair for like ever.
Yeah, we're gonna work on getting a couch. Fun fact, but you know, we're starting with chairs. Get a walk where you can run. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.